California wildfires putting thousands on standby, ready to go at a moment's notice. These are new images from the Nevada National Guard making drops over the Caldor Fire, where high winds forced more than 40 miles of Highway 50 to be shut down. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Madison Wade.
And I'm Chris Thomas. We also have new video of the firefight tonight. The Caldor Fire has burned 75,000 acres with zero containment. More than 100 homes have been destroyed, and new evacuation orders are now in effect. Also, the main route between Sacramento and South Lake Tahoe cut off tonight, with portions of Highway 50 now closed. ABC 10's Giacomo Luca is live near Kybers, a town now threatened by that fire. Giacomo.
Well, Chris and Madison, we are now standing on that 40-mile stretch of Highway 50, this rare incident where you see this highway shut down because of the seriousness of this fire. The Caltrans officials tell us the last time something like this happened, US 50 being closed to a fire, was back in 2015 during the Kybers fire, only speaking to the seriousness of what's expected.
I stayed in for a little while. I think my house is pretty safe where we're at, and so I think it's time for me to head out.
As some evacuate from the path of the Caldor fire, others are trying to get back in.
You know, it just so happened that that's when they evacuated us and closed 50.
Hoping to save whatever he could from his cabin in Strawberry, William Pickle ran out of time before roads were closed ahead of potentially dangerous, windy conditions that could drive the Caldor fire north to Highway 50.
All you can do is wait and watch and hope for the best.
Obviously, a 40-mile stretch of the highway is a pretty big deal.
Caltrans closed the highway from Pollock Pines to Myers, the vital route used by tourists traveling to South Lake Tahoe. Officials say the closure is likely to last through the weekend, reopening only once it's safe to do so.
If you're trying to get up to Tahoe on Highway 50 this weekend, you're not going to get up there.
Now, Caltrans officials are urging folks who are trying to get to South Lake Tahoe or Reno to use Interstate 80. CHP are asking folks not to use back roads as they could be dangerous. Back to you.
Our Giacomo Luca reporting live for us tonight on this developing story. And listen to this. To reduce traffic, California State Parks is now closing several popular recreation areas in Tahoe, including Emerald Bay. And keep in mind, Caltrans is also doing paving work along I-80 between Soda Springs and the Nevada state line. So you may just want to postpone driving to the Sierra this weekend.
And tonight, heart-pounding new video out of Grizzly Flats. It shows the moments a man's home was overtaken by the Caldor fire, all captured on Ring video. What you're seeing is the inside of the home as the fire comes through. Eventually, the Ring camera falls to the ground, and thankfully, no one was inside, but his home is now gone. There are mandatory evacuation orders. People living in Grizzly Flats, Kybers, Pacific House, Slug Gulch, and Omo Ranch. For a full list of the in-depth evacuation orders and warnings, you can visit our website at abc10.com.
Meanwhile, Tracy, I know you are tracking even more fire danger this weekend.
Yeah, a red flag warning is in effect during the day on Saturday. It begins at 11 o'clock in the morning. It will run until 8 o'clock at night. And here are the areas we're concerned about. Where you have the red shading, it looks like a polygon, right? It is essentially the areas that are closest to the Caldor fire that have the best opportunity to see winds gusting up to 40 miles per hour. The opportunity again for high fire danger begins at 11 a.m. on Saturday and will run until 8 o'clock Saturday night. We have had a whole lot of hazy sunshine because of the wildfire smoke, and it has been impacting temperatures. 62 in Sacramento, 66 in Stockton, 68 degrees in Auburn, looking at 63 in Placerville and 52 in South Lake Tahoe. And here's a look at your future winds. I'm going to move it forward in time to around 11 o'clock in the morning. And where you are seeing any of that yellow and blue is where the opportunity to see some gusty winds coming in. And they are playing favorites in parts of the Placerville area, moving up through Pollock Pines, and also the opportunity again for stronger winds coming back into the forecast throughout much of the early afternoon. Coming up, we'll take a look at air quality across the region over the course of the weekend.
All right, Tracy, thank you. Well, the Dixie Fire now more than 700,000 acres and it's 35% contained. It's burning across 5 counties tonight. 1,200 buildings, homes and businesses have been destroyed since this fire started on July 13th. More than 40,000 acres of Lassen National Park have burned, but we are learning that Bumpass Hell, a popular trail, is safe.